Hey all, it's Brandon. I did a couple Blitz games live commentary tonight with Earlofgodwood. You can see those. I lost pretty convincingly once in the nimzo Indian defense when I had white, and once with black in a French defense. That was pretty aggressive for a French defense. Anyway, after that game, I turned off the camera. And we just played a game, and it was a pretty good game that I managed to win. So I thought I'd show that one, so it doesn't look like he's always kicking my butt, even though he usually does. So I played d4, and we went into this nimzo Indian again, and this time I decided to play the Capablanca variation. I think this is with queen c2, so that way if he exchanges the bishop for the knight, I can take with the queen and not block in my pawns. So kicking the bishop, I retake with the queen. He's going to fianchetto that bishop. We're just developing right now. He had right here. He had the option to. Oh no, he doesn't have the option to double my pawns, but my queen's guarding it. So just some standard development here. I like this this setup with two center pawns and the king in the fianchetto castle position. Is very safe, solid. I don't think I have, at this point, I don't think I have any problems. I still have the two bishops, and the queen's sort of centralized, and I have my pawns in the center. So from here, I think it's an okay position for white. So he's preparing e5 with that rook move there, and I'm just going to play b4 here to get the bishop out and get that queen-bishop battery going along on his king side at some point. So e5, captures, captures. He's threatening to double my pawns here. If knight takes, bishop takes, I'll have to take with the pawn. That may not be nice, so I decided to take the knight, and bishop takes is forced, or else he loses a piece. If he doesn't, if he just grabs the knight, then I just grab a free bishop, which is hanging. So he has to take bishop first, and then rook takes, threatening the pawn on e2, and I didn't see it really at the time, and I just sort of played the bishop out. It's a blitz game, you know. Sometimes you just miss things, and so he grabbed the pawn, but it turned out okay for me because I got to grab the e file after some piece exchanges here. We have rook takes, queen takes, rook kicks the queen off the file. So now we have this position where I have maybe a little bit more of an active position. I have a rook on the open file, and his rook sitting over here is not doing too much. And my queen and bishop are lined up on his g7 pawn, threatening mate. So his knight is sort of pinned to the mate threat. So his knight can't really do too much, but I guess you could also argue that my bishop isn't doing much. They're both sort of my bishop is threatening mate while his is blocking the mate. So, but anyway, I have my rook. I think my rook is the key here. I get to get it to the 7th rank, threatening the pawn on c7, which he ignores. I think he plays this queen g6 move and gives the pawn back in order to free his knight up from the defense against the checkmate. Now the queen's guarding a g7 also. But I decided here to set up a threat. I'm threatening now bishop takes knight, followed by a back rank mate if he's not careful. He played d5, and then bishop takes knight, and this was the final mistake for the game. He was g6, pawn takes bishop was forced because of the threat of the back rank mate, but he missed it, and he played queen takes. Natural looking move, just keeping the kingside pawn structure intact, but it's a forced mate after bishop e8, check. The only move is bishop takes, and then queen retakes his mate. So just a good game, 3 good games, 2 good games by him, and 1 pretty good game by me tonight. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time.